Hey everybody, Wayland here. I'm gonna smoke a brisket. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the smoker first. I'm gonna run mesquite wood. I've been using that lately. I've been liking it because my technique is to cook with pellets for a while and then with real wood. And I'm actually finding that mesquite does put a little bit more wood smoke taste onto your meat faster. A lot of people do like oak and things like hickory, pecan, because if you're gonna do a 16-hour smoke, it usually doesn't do too much of a smoky taste. So I decided to try mesquite since, like I said, I usually run pellets and real wood fire. So starting with a real wood fire today. So in my technique before, I would run pellets until later in the day, and then I would come home and run wood fire. And the thought is that maybe the meat can't really absorb any more smoke taste. So I do it a bunch the other way, where the pellets are done first and then I smoke it with wood later. I usually wrap it and then finish it on pellets again, just for convenience. So anyways, I'm gonna smoke this brisket first and then wrap it and run it on pellets to finish it. And we'll see if it tastes more smoky. Okay, so if you're new with me or haven't seen any of my videos, I took a old country Wrangler and I added a cook chamber to it. So I cut right there, welded that steel tube, made a door, and added a stovepipe extension. Added some legs and casters down there. So I have this large smoker. And then I also took my Pit Boss, took the hopper off it and attached it to the back side. It's kind of rainy right now. I covered it just to keep the pellets from getting soggy, but in a little while, after I'm done getting that brisket the color I like, I'm gonna wrap it and run it on pellets to finish, so I can sit back and relax. Got mesquite going in there. Got a water pan, and I got this Costco prime brisket trimmed and seasoned, ready to go. So like I said before, I had a Pit Boss vertical smoker. I used to run meats on it for a while. And then I would put my meat onto the offset when I got home from work to try to get more smoke taste to it. And I got kind of tired of moving my meats around, so I wondered if I could convert this smoker into a pellet cooker. And so I did. It works, but I'm not extremely happy. I think my end result before was better. I think the Pit Boss vertical smoker, even though it wasn't great, I think it had a better ability to hold temps evenly on pellets. I think this thing on pellets had a hard time, so the pellet hopper was just running constantly, and I don't think that gave me the result I wanted. So I've actually ordered a new smoker, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I wanted to test the theory of smoking it first with wood would make it taste more smokier in the end. So let's find out. By the way, if you don't have one of these, I recommend them. I've got a meter probe, it works good too, and I've got the Thermo Pro. I think I just like the Thermo Pro better. It's a little easier, I think it's simpler, so if you're really into techie, a little bit more techie stuff, then the meter probe is for you. This Thermo Pro, the way it alerts me, I like it better. It's persistent. I mean, it will bug you until you take care of it, you know, and if you're like me and have a short attention span, or I'll set this thing tonight when I go to bed and it'll alert me and wake me up. It's a little bit more persistent and the alarm system's a little bit better. I'm gonna stick this in my meat. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the flat. Oh, maybe, okay. All right, I needed 2 hands. Man, scuffed my bark. So I had to hold the meat down and then to get the probe in. So it was just scooting. So anyways, that probe will actually not only monitor the internal temps of that meat, but it also has the ability to monitor the external temperatures. And I'll set some parameters. If this fire gets lower than 230, it'll alert me. I'll come out and put some wood on. If after putting some wood on, it spikes, you know, high, I think I set it to like 300, and I'll come out and open the door and tend to the meat, and tend to the fire, cool it down. So I really like the Thermo Pro. All right, been about 2.5 hours. So what I'm looking for is that this thing just really gets a nice dark color, and I'll be happy that I believe it's got some, you know, good smoke taste, good bark set. So one trick is to touch it, and if nothing really comes off on your finger, then your bark is set. Some would say you can wrap it as soon as your bark is set, but I like bringing it up pretty dark. So it's looking pretty good. It's all kind of moist looking. No need to really mess with it. So anyways, I'm gonna button it up and keep rolling smoke. It's been a couple more hours. Looking pretty good. Oh, ooh. Maybe I'll rotate it. All right, it's been another almost 2 more hours. I'm just looking to see if it gets dark. I'm at 160 internal. I actually just went to 162. It stalled at 160 for a while, so I think we're kind of climbing out of that stall. And if the color's nice, I'm gonna wrap it and turn on the pellet hopper and go to bed. Okay. Oh. I think I'm gonna rotate it one more time. I'm gonna let this side over here get some color right there. So yeah, a little while longer with the wood fire. All right, cool. Got the color on that side. Oh, all right. Jack's looking good. I like the color that's on it. I am gonna wrap it, turn on the pellet cooker, put that probe back in it, and let it cook till it wakes me up. Beautiful color. A little tallow, smoked tallow. I'm gonna wrap it in butcher paper. All right, so I ended up wrapping that brisket. It was nice color in the 160s, and then I ended up turning on the pellet cooker and running this thing till it reached an internal at like 195. I like to do 195, and then I pull it right from there. It's the middle of the night. It wakes me up. I get up. I just grab the brisket off, put it in a full sheet pan, and I put it in my warmer, and my warmer sits at like 150 degrees. So I don't want to go, since there's going to be carryover and stuff, I don't want to really take it up to 200. It was probe tender. Anyways, let's slice this thing up. Ooh. I am more happy with this. Usually I would run the pellet cooker for about 9 hours to just kind of get the cook going, and then come home and smoke it for about 4 hours with real wood and then wrap it. But what I did with this one was started at about 4 in the evening and smoked it for a few hours. This actually didn't take as long. It was done pretty earlier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. A little bit of a pull. Could have gone up in temperature. But let's see. Let's check smokiness. Very good. You know, it's about the same. I'm not picking up that I got a whole bunch more smoky taste. It is tender. There's a little bit of a resistance to pull apart, but you can't tell in the bite. Wow. I do not taste more smoke. Look good. The cook went really well. Well, very good. Smoky taste, but I just don't see it as more. In conclusion, I don't think it had more smoky taste. If anything, less. My wife tried a bite and thought that it actually had a little less smoky taste. She asked if I used different wood and everything. I didn't. I used the Mesquite. And so, anyways, yeah, so as in my opinion, as far as doing this whole pellets and wood burning, and saying that you can only get so much smoke taste on meat at the start of the cook, in my opinion, is not true. I usually run pellets a while and then come home and run some real wood fire on it to get a smoke taste added. So anyways, I got something coming. I got a new cooker coming, and do some videos about that. But until then, thanks for watching.